It's no secret that Tim Cook has become one of the most successful and wealthy CEOs worldwide. Cook is the CEO of Apple, following closely in Steve Jobs' incredible footsteps. Apple currently has a market cap of over $290 billion and has reached over $1 trillion under CEO Tim Cook's watchful eye. However, unlike other CEOs, Cook is extremely humble and grateful for the opportunity he was given by Steve Jobs. Not only has he carried on Jobs' legacy better than anyone else could have ever dreamed of, he likes to give back and also speak to the younger generations about how he made it to where he is today and how others can do the same. In today's video, we're going to delve into the rules for success Tim Cook swears by. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Number 1. Take risks. You will never become a successful leader by following the crowd and playing it safe. The life of a leader is not an easy one and comes with its fair share of challenges. Leaders often have to make incredibly difficult decisions that directly impact the lives of those around them. That is all part of the job, but in order to excel and become successful, you need to trust in yourself and have the ability to take risks. This is one of Cook's rules for success and is paramount in being a successful leader. Cook believes we take risks knowing that risks will sometimes result in failure. But without the possibility of failure, there is no possibility of success. As a leader, you cannot try to be everyone's friend or please everybody around you. You need to take initiative and make tough decisions. The confidence to take calculated risks will allow you to excel in your leadership position. However, it will be impossible to have the full support of those around you 24/7. Number 2, trust others around you. Now, taking risks is all part of the job, but so is trusting the people you have around you. The key to success is collaboration and having trustworthy people by your side to work together every step of the way towards greatness. Take Steve Jobs and Tim Cook, for example. Jobs was always a very unique individual with extremely unique ideas. Cook, on the other hand, was more reserved and shyer in comparison, but yet the pair worked magic together, and this is mostly because they completely trusted each other 100%. Now that Cook is the CEO of Apple Inc., he is known as a leader who strongly trusts and values the opinions and voices of the team he surrounds himself with. Cook has some of the most intelligent executives on his team who all share the immense workload. Cook understands that working as a team and collaborating with others is how you produce innovative and forward-thinking ideas. He even often allows these executives to take the lead on many projects at Apple as he has full trust in them. A big part of being successful and becoming a good leader is understanding that you don't always know everything, and you definitely are not always right. You also have to understand that you cannot do everything on your own, and if you tried, it wouldn't be half as good as it would be working with a team of individuals that you trust. Number 3, focus and listen attentively. This can be a tough one for some, but is crucial in becoming successful in any industry or job. Tim Cook has always been an extremely reserved and great individual, but for good reasons, because he was always focused on listening and taking in everything around him. One of his professors from Auburn University said, "I hardly ever saw him asking questions. He sat quietly and studied." You will come across many leaders who just like the sound of their own voices and believe they don't need to listen to what others may say or other opinions. However, this couldn't be more wrong on the path towards success. Listening is crucial, as you will be surprised how much value and knowledge you can learn from others around you that will help you towards a very successful career. Number 4, be humble. Arguably one of the most important rules to success is remaining humble. Cook believes you should always remember where you came from and remember those who helped you to get to where you are today. For example, although Cook is extremely busy, he still manages to find the time to visit Apple stores and the employees who work there, praising them for their hard work. He also has a public email address that anyone can use to send him a message, and he will often take time out of his day to respond. Number 5, admit when you're wrong. Many leaders, or those who are trying to become successful, have a hard time admitting defeat or when they're wrong. However, strong leaders need to understand and admit when they are wrong so they can move forward and find the right solution. Cook swears by this and believes nobody can sustain their success if they cannot admit when they're wrong. Cook spoke to Business Week about Jobs' ability to admit his wrongs and listen to advice from others around him, stating, "Maybe the most underappreciated thing about Steve was that he had the courage to change his mind. And, you know, it's a talent." Number 6, Diversity is important. Apple has always been at the forefront of innovation, and a part of that is employing different-minded and unique individuals, all of whom have different perspectives and have had different upbringings. At first glance, you may not understand the depth and importance of this decision, but it not only shows how inclusive the company is, but how they value all individuals and how a range of differing perspectives has to lead them to where they are today, a multi-billion-dollar company. When asked why diversity is so important, Cook had this to say: "The most important thing is to pick people around you that aren't like you, that complement you. I believe in diversity with a capital D, and that's diversity in thought and diversity in any way you want to measure it. And so, the people that surround me are not like me. They have skills that I don't have. And then we collectively, to get things done, work as a team. We don't always agree on everything, but we have great respect for one another, and we trust one another, and we complement one another. And that makes it all work." Number 7. Do what you do and do it well. Now, to build a successful business, you have to always remember it's quality over quantity. Apple is a company that has built itself around doing what they do and doing it well. Apple only creates a few products, but they create these products at an incredibly high standard and have continued to innovate and evolve these products over decades. Tim Cook always stresses that focusing on what they do well is key to Apple's long-term success, saying, "I mean, if you really look at it, we have 4 iPods, we have 2 main iPhones, we have 2 iPads, and we have a few Macs. That's it." Number 8. Be you. Being a successful leader doesn't mean you have to leave the old you behind and adopt a completely new persona. Believe it or not, you will probably become more successful and well-liked just simply being yourself. Staying true to yourself will help you become a strong leader, says Cook. Tim Cook is a prime example of this. Steve Jobs was a very unique, eccentric man. Cook is the complete opposite. Many believed that he could not take over this position as he did not necessarily possess the same qualities and personality as Jobs. Now look what happened. Cook has continued to excel and succeed dramatically as CEO of Apple, and he did this partially by staying true to himself and who he was. Number 9. Be transparent. Cook claims that transparency is crucial to prolonged and sustained success. A while back, he received criticism about the standards of Apple's employees. This promoted Cook to open the doors to the public, allowing them to see how Apple operates. By doing this and becoming transparent, he instilled confidence in those within the company and put those rumors to rest made by the public. Cook states, "We want to be as innovative with supply responsibility as we are with our products. That's a high bar. The more transparent we are, the more it's in the public space." Number 10. Block out the noise. Blocking out the noise is another secret that Cook swears by when it comes to obtaining success. When you are running a multi-billion-dollar company, there are a lot of different opinions and different things you could be focusing on, and it can often feel never-ending. That is why Cook makes it a point to focus on what is actually important and ignore what is simply noise. One great skill I have is blocking noise, and so I typically read and listen to things that are deep and challenging and intellectual in nature, not the noise. I think if you get caught up in the noise as a CEO, you're going to be a terrible CEO. Because there's so much noise out there in the world that everybody's on the sidelines saying what you should do, shouldn't do, etc. Number 11, take accountability. A great leader knows when to take accountability and apologize when you mess up. You need to realize as a leader that everyone makes mistakes, even you. This is a part of life. Cook actively realizes this and had this to say in Business Week. "Sometimes when you're running fast, you slip and you fall. And I think the best thing you can do is to get back up and say, 'I'm sorry.' And you try to remedy the situation. And you work like hell to make the product right. If you're probably never making a mistake, you're probably not doing enough." And there you have it. 11 rules to succeed, which came straight from the mouth of Apple CEO and incredibly successful businessman Tim Cook. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. But if you enjoyed today's video, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more interesting content.